Good morning, students. Hope you are doing good. Already we know the first equation of motion, right? What is that? V is equal to U plus AT. So this is the first equation of motion. And this first equation of motion, it shows the relationship between velocity and time. Okay. Now, the second equation of motion. Totally, we have three equations. Let's see the second equation of motion. The second equation of motion is S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so this is the second equation of motion. Dear kids, just pause the video and remember the first equation of motion. Good. So what is the first equation of motion? V is equal to U plus AT. So this is the first equation of motion, and S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is the second equation of motion. Okay. And the first equation of motion, it gives the relation between velocity and time. And the second equation of motion, it shows the relationship between displacement and time. Have you all understood? It is an important one word. The first equation of motion shows the relationship between dash and dash. What is the answer? Good. Velocity and time. And the second equation of motion shows the relationship between displacement and time. So totally how many equations do we have? 3. And the third equation of motion is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay, this is the third equation of motion. And the third equation of motion, it gives the relationship between velocity and displacement. Okay, first one gives velocity and time. Second equation gives displacement and time. And the third one gives the relationship between displacement and velocity. Here, why don't we mention the word time? Just see this equation. Is there any t? No. That's what this third equation gives the relationship between velocity and displacement. Okay. Just pause the video and recall all the three equations of motions. Now, let's solve the sums one by one. See the first question. The second equation of motion, what is that? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here what is the correct option? Good. Option 4. Then the second equation of motion gives the relationship between it gives the relationship between displacement and time. So here what is the correct option? Option 1. Then third one, the third equation of motion, good. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Immediately we have the habit of circling the second option, right? Because it shows v square minus u square in the left hand side. Without seeing right hand side, we may mark. So you have to see the option correctly, then mark. Now listen, v square minus u square is equal to minus 2as. Is it correct? No. So which option will come? Third one. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. So which is the correct option? Option 3. Number 4. The third equation of motion gives the relationship between, very good. What is that? Displacement and velocity. What is the correct option? Number 2. Now let's see the seventh sum. Given that u square is equal to minus 2s in SI unit. Okay. Using this equation, calculate the final velocity. So it is in the form of first equation of motion. So what is the first equation of motion? V is equal to u plus at. Is this equation in the form of this one? No. Then second one, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Is this in the form of the second equation? No. And what is the third one? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. So here V represents final velocity and u represents initial velocity. A represents acceleration. You all know this already, right? And S represents displacement. Okay, let me ask you. V for final velocity, U for initial velocity, A for acceleration, S for displacement. Now, so this equation, it is in the form of third one. So let me write it here. Third equation is V square minus U square is equal to 2as. What is the sum? U square is equal to minus 2s. Okay. Now, here they have given plus u square, but here we have minus. So, I am going to take this minus u square to that side of the equal. So, v square, and I am going to take this 2as in this side. So, it will become minus 2as is equal to u square. Now see, u square, minus 2s and minus 2as, and according to the formula we have v square. Is there any term related to v square here? No. That means the value of v is equal to 0. So what is the value of final velocity? 0. So here which option will come? Option 3. Then eighth one, given v square is equal to 2as. Using this equation, find initial velocity. Okay, the same formula. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. What is the sum? V square is equal to 2as. That means, what is the value of u? 0. So here u represents initial velocity. So what is the value of initial velocity? 0. Just check the option. Is there any option 0 meter per second? Good. Option 4. So for 8th question, what is the correct answer? Option 4. Good, my dear. I hope you have understand question number 1 to 8. Now let's see the 9th one. Given S is equal to half at square. Using this equation, for initial velocity is equal to. Before that, remember all the 3 equations of motion and find it is in the form of which type of equation, whether first one or second one or third one. Very good. Second equation of motion. What is the second equation of motion? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now, what is given? S is equal to half at square. S is equal to half at square. So, what is missing here? Ut is missing. That means the value of initial velocity is 0. Good. Then, given S is equal to 5t plus half t square. Using this equation, find the initial velocity. Now see the same format. S, U, T, U, T. So, U 5. Very good. So 5 meter per second. Suppose if they have given equations like this, you should know how to find displacement, initial velocity, time, acceleration. Have you all understood, my dears? Then remaining sums you can practice. Thank you. Good morning, kids. Hope you are doing good. In this class, let's see an interesting topic, how to find angle of sine theta or cos theta or tan theta. Okay, but we are familiar with 0 degree. Let me write it here. 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Right, so we are familiar with these 5 angles. So we know sine 0, 0. Then next one, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, then 1. Now for cos, can you say the value for cos for all the angles? Just in reverse order, right? So 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Then for tan theta, 0, 1 by root 3, 1, root 3, infinity. Right. So we are familiar with these 5 angles only. Suppose if they ask about sine 270 degree is equal to find the value, or find the value of sine 345 degree, means we couldn't, right? For that we have a small trick. It is somewhat interesting. Are you ready, my dears? Before that, you can do some breathing exercise. Okay, let's see how to find. Okay, so if we want to calculate the value for sine 270 or cos 270 or tan 270, we should remember this diagram. There is a plate, and in that plate we are going to divide this into 4 parts. Okay, what is the code word? All, silver, tea, cups. So here all means sine theta, tan theta, cos theta are positive. And this is first quadrant. And this is second quadrant. In the second quadrant, only sine and its reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of sine? Cosecant. They are only positive. Remaining tan, the reciprocal of tan, that is cot theta, cos, and the reciprocal of cos, that is secant theta, are all negative in second quadrant. Sometimes they may ask in question, in second quadrant, which of the following is positive and which of the following is or negative? So like that they may ask question. And this is third quadrant. In the third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal cot, they are only positive, and remaining these two are negative. And this is the fourth quadrant. In this fourth quadrant, cos theta and its reciprocal, that is secant theta, only are positive, others are negative. Have you all understood? This one already we know, right? So first quadrant, second, third, fourth quadrant. Now you are going to tell me the angle for first quadrant. Now see the shape of the first quadrant. It is, that means the angle between 0 degree to 90 degree. And in the second quadrant, the angle is from 91 degree to 180 degree. Okay. Then in the third quadrant, the angle is from 181 degree to 270 degree. And the last quadrant, that is in the fourth quadrant, the angle is from 271 degree to 360 degree. Have you all understood? So, if we want to calculate the quadrant, we have to divide the given angle by 90 degree. Okay, let's see the sum. They asked us to find the value of sine 120 degree. Okay, what did I say now? Whatever angle may be, we have to divide that angle by 90 degree. So when we divide this 120 by 90 degree, what do we get? This 0 will get cancelled. Then 9 and 12, 1 9 is 9 and remainder 3. Okay, so how can we write this? 120 is equal to 1 into 90 plus 30. Shall I write like this? Because 1 into 90, 90, 90 plus 30, 120. That means the quotient into 90 and the remainder value. Have you all understood how did I write this step? Then let me solve for one more thing. Cos 240 degree. Shall we calculate? So whatever angle may be, we have to divide that angle by 90 degree. So 240 by 90. In 240, how many 90s are there? Suppose if I write 3 here, 3 9s are 27. So only 2. So 2 90s are 180. So when we subtract this 180 from 240, we get the answer 60. So how can we write this cos 240? So cos 240 is equal to quotient, that is 2 into 90 plus remainder value 60. Have you all understood how to write? Okay. Now, so this is the first step. So what is the first step? We have to divide the given angle by 90 degree. This is the first step. So I have written sine 120 degree is equal to sine, instead of this 120, 1 into 90 degree plus 30 degree. Okay. Now we have to see this number first. Okay. If this number is odd, if the number is odd, sine will be changed into cos, cos will be changed into sine. Okay, sine will be changed into cos, cos changes to sine, tan changes to cot, and cot changes to tan. You know, this tan never leave its pair. We all know the reciprocal of tan is cot. Okay, so if this number is odd, just pause the video, my dears. Let me ask question. Okay, I hope you have passed the video. If the number is odd, sine changes into cos, cos changes to sine, tan changes to cot, and cot changes to tan. Then two more thetas are there. What are they? Secant and cosecant, right? So secant changes to cosecant and cosecant changes to secant. Have you all understood? Okay. Suppose if this number is even, for example 2 or 4, if this quotient is even, we should not change. Sine remains as sine, cos remains as cos, tan remains as tan. Okay, there is no change if the number is even. If the number is odd only, we have to change. Okay, now what is the first step? Good. The first step is divide the angle by 90 degree, and the second step we have to see the quotient. In this quotient, we have two types. One is odd, another one is even. If the quotient is odd, sign changes to cos and cos changes to sine. That's what I have given this arrow mark. Okay. Cosecant changes to secant and secant changes to cosecant. Tan changes to cot and cot changes to tan. If the quotient is even, there won't be any changes. That means no change. Okay. And the third step is we have to see the given angle and identify the quadrant. Okay. Let me repeat all the steps. First step, we have to divide the angle by 90 degree. Second step, see the quotient. If it is odd, changes will be there. If it is even, no changes. And the third step, we have to see the given angle and identify the quadrant. In this sum, they have given the value 120 degrees. So, we are seeing the angle 120 degree and we have to identify the quadrant. Where do we have this 120 degree? Whether first quadrant or second quadrant or third or fourth? Very good. Second quadrant, right? See here, already we have written in the second quadrant, we have the angles ranges from 91 to 180. So 120 lies in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, which are positive? Sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive, right? So in the sum, sine is there. 120 lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. So the symbol is positive. Since the number is odd, sign changes to cos. So cos and the remaining value you have to write 30 degree. Okay, what is the value of cos 30 degree? Good, root 3 by 2. So, this is the value of sine 120 degree. Have you all understood? This is how we have to calculate the value for given angle. Okay, let me repeat. The first step, divide the angle by 90 degree. Second step, see the quotient. If it is odd, change. If it is even, there are no changes. And the third step, we have to see the given angle and identify the quadrant. Okay, let's see one more sum. Okay, the given sum is sine 150 degree plus cos 150 degree. Okay, first let's calculate for sine 150 degree. Sine 150 degree. What is the first step? We have to divide this 150 by 90 degree. So, 2 90s are 180. So, in 150, only 190 is there. So, when we divide this, we get 60. So, I can write the sine 150 as sine 1 into 90 degree plus 60 degree. Okay. Now, second step, we have to see the quotient. This is odd. If it is odd, we have to change. Sine changes to cos. Then we have to see the symbol. Okay. 150. In which quadrant it will be there? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, what about sign? Is it positive or negative? Positive. So it will be plus. So cos, the remaining value, 60 degree. What is the value of cos 60 degree? Good. The value of cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. That means sin 150 is equal to 1 by 2. Then we have to calculate cos 150. Ready? So cos 150 degree. Again the same cos 1 into 90 degree plus 60 degree. Again, here the quotient is odd, so cos will be changed into sine. Then we have to see the quadrant. This 150 degree lies in the second quadrant, but in second quadrant, what will be positive? Only sine. But here what is given? Cos. So the sign will be negative. The symbol will be negative. Okay. Two things we have to see. Quotient. If the quotient is odd, changes will be there. Then we have to see the quadrant. If the quadrant lies in the second one, sign means positive. Here we have given cos. So the symbol will be negative. And the third step will be remainder you have to write. So, minus, what is the value of sine 60 degree? Good, root 3 by 2. So, root 3 by 2 means cos 150 degree. Now, what is the sum? Sine 150 degree plus cos 150 degree. That means we are going to add these two. So, sine 150 degree, plus cos 150 degree is equal to, what is the value of sine 150? 1 by 2 cos 150 minus root 3 by 2. So here we can take this 2 as LCM now. So when we take this 2 as LCM, we get the answer 1 minus root 3 divided by 2. Is there any option 1 minus root 3 by 2? Take page number 78, 23rd sum, the same sum. See the option 1 minus root 3 divided by 2. So here the correct option is 4. Okay, now let's see a new topic, that is differentiation. Okay, differentiation means nothing but they will give some equation and we are going to differentiate. Okay, in mathematics we have learned some equation, y is equal to 2x plus 3. Like that they have given some equation in mathematics, no? The same equation. So let me consider y is equal to 8x cube. Okay, so if it is like that, when we differentiate this equation y, we have to write d, because we use the word differentiation. So dy, that means I am going to differentiate this equation y in terms of x. In terms of x. So this is dy by dx. That means we are going to differentiate the equation y with respect to x. How to differentiate? The number will be same. Okay. So here what number is given in the power? 3. So it will come front, then x, then this power minus 1. This is the step. What is the power? Write that power in front, then x, then we have to subtract 1 from the given power. So in between these two numbers, multiplication symbol. So 8 into 3, 24, x, 3 minus 1, 2. So 24x square. So if y is equal to 8x cube, dy by dx is equal to 24x square. Is there any doubt? The next sum, y is equal to 2. Differentiate this equation in terms of x. So differentiate this equation in terms of x. In this equation, do we have any component related to x? No. So it will be 0. Okay. If x is there in the given equation only, we can differentiate. Otherwise, we cannot. Then one more. Third sum, d by dx 2x square. That means we are going to differentiate this with respect to x. So with respect to x means x term must be there. Do we have any x term here? Yes. So the value won't be 0. We can differentiate, right? So 2, the power should come front, again 2, x power 2, we have to subtract 1. So in between these two numbers, multiplication. So 2 into 2, 4, x power 1. That means 4x. So what is the value for this one? 4x. Have you all understood how to differentiate? Now let's see how to differentiate this equation with respect to x. Okay, but here we have two terms, x bracket x square minus 2x. So I'm going to consider this first term as u and the second term as v. Okay, now we are going to differentiate y with respect to x. First, we have to keep this u as it is. The u அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு we are going to differentiate this v. So, differentiate this v with respect to x. Then plus, இப்போ first u அப்படியே வச்சிருந்தோமா? Now, v அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு we are going to differentiate u with respect to x. In case of multiplication, we have to differentiate like this. ஒரு term அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு இன்னொரு term differentiate பண்றோம். Then இன்னொரு term அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு the other term we are going to differentiate. Okay, now. So, dy by, let me write it once again. dy by dx is equal to, first x அப்படியே வச்சிடலாமா? x அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு shall we differentiate v? Okay. Power is there, so that power has to come front. Then x, from the power we have to reduce number 1 before that bracket is there, and minus 2, here power 1, so the 1 will come front, then x 1 minus 1 divided by, that's all, right? Because we have differentiated. So x inside the bracket write 2x, 2 minus 1, good, 1 minus 2x, and 1 minus 1, 0, x power 0. So this is equal to x 2x minus 2, because any alphabet power 0 will become 1. That is equal to, multiply these two, so 2x square minus 2x. So we have differentiated the first one alone. u அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு இதை பண்ணியிருக்கோம். Next, v அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு u பண்ண போகிறோம். What is the term v? x square minus 2x bracket. Now we are going to differentiate u. Good. So 1 x power 1 minus 1. Okay. That is equal to x square minus 2x into 1. Now we have to add these two, right? So according to that formula, we have to add these two. So I have written u அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு with respect to x we have differentiated v, and v அப்படியே வச்சிட்டு we have differentiated u with respect to x. Now we are going to add these two. So when we add 2x square minus 2x plus x square minus 2x. So 2x square plus x square, 3x squared minus 4x. Is there any option? So here the example sum, y is equal to x square minus 2x. So we have calculated the answer 3x square minus 4x. Have you all understood? And in your book they have given some differential coefficient. When we differentiate sign, it changed into cos. Cos means minus sign. Tan means secant. So you have to learn this. Okay. Good morning students. Hope you are doing good. In yesterday's class, we had seen up to 10th sum, right? Now let's see the 11th sum. Given that 10 is equal to 2t plus half at square. Using this equation, calculate its initial velocity. Before that, let me ask you a question. What is the first equation of motion? Good. V is equal to U plus A T. This is the first equation of motion, right? And what is the second equation of motion? S is equal to ut plus half a t square. And this is the second equation. And what is the third equation? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. And this is the third equation, right? Now let's see the 11th sum. In 11th sum, what is given? 10 is equal to 2t plus half a t square. So using this, we have to calculate initial velocity. We need to calculate initial velocity. Okay. Now, before that, we have to find the format of this equation. In which type of equation this is there? Whether it is in the format of first equation, second one, or third one? Yes, second one. See, 10 equal ut, here 2t plus half at square. So this equation is in the format of second equation of motion, right? So in second equation of motion, u represents initial velocity. So here u is 2. So the initial velocity, that is u, is equal to 2 meter per second. Is there any option 2 in the 11th question? Good. Option 2. So for question number 11, option 2 is the correct answer. Now, 12th one, given that 10 is equal to 2t plus half at square. Using this equation, calculate its displacement. We all know this equation, it is in the format of second type of equation, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square, right? So here S represents displacement. So here what is the value of S? 10. Okay, so the remaining sums try to complete. I hope you are able to solve 13, 14, 15th sum. Okay, now let me teach 16th one. A car is traveling with a velocity of 10 meter per second and with a uniform acceleration, it gains a velocity of 30 meter per second after travels a distance of 4 kilometer. The time taken is, okay, now we have to find what are the data given. Now listen, a car is traveling with a velocity. Already it is in traveling, right? So here The first value represents initial velocity. Okay. So in 16th sum, the initial velocity u is equal to 10 meter per second. Okay. Next. And with a uniform acceleration, it gains a velocity of 30 meter per second after travels. So it gains. So the second value represents final velocity. What is the symbol for final velocity? Good. V. So V is equal to 30 meter per second. And what they have given? After travels a distance of 4 kilometer. And what is given? Distance is given. We have written the given data here. Okay. So U, V and S. Now remember all the equations. V is equal to U plus AT. Can we use this equation? No, because acceleration is needed, time is needed, so we can't use this. What is the second equation? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Can we use this? No, again acceleration and time. What is the third equation? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Now see this equation, V is there, U is there, S is there. So can we calculate A from this equation? Good. Now V square 30 meter per second the whole square minus U square 10 meter per second the whole square is equal to 2A. What is the value of S? 4 kilometer. Have you all understood this step? So the square is common for all the terms. So 30 square, that is 900 meter square. So S power minus 2 minus 10 square 100 meter square. S power minus 2 is equal to 8 kilometer. Okay, now subtract this. So we get 800 meter square S power minus 2 is equal to 8 kilometer. So we need to calculate A. So A is equal to 800 meter square S power minus 2 divided by 8 kilometer. But one is in meter and another one is in kilometer. So let me convert that kilometer into meter. So 800 meter square S power minus 2 divided by, we all know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 8 kilometer is equal to 8000 meter. Now listen, 20 get cancelled. 1 8 is 8. 10 8s are 80 and 1 meter and here 1 meter get cancelled. So we get the answer 1 by 10 meter S power minus 2. This is equal to 0.1 meter per second square. So we have calculated the value of A only. But in the sum we have to calculate the value of time, right? So for calculating time, shall we use first equation of motion? Because V is there, U is there, acceleration just now we have found, then T. Shall we use the first equation? So I have written the first equation. What is the value of V? 30 meter per second. What is the value of U? 10 meter per second. And what is the value of A? 0.1 meter per second square into T. Okay, again bring it here. So 30 minus 10 becomes 20 meter per second is equal to 0.1 T meter per second square. Now we need to calculate T. So T is equal to 20 meter per second and bring all the terms here except t. So 0.1 meter per second square. Okay. Now see, meter get cancelled, but in denominator I don't want decimal. So I'm going to remove this decimal. If I want to remove this decimal, I have to multiply it with by 10. So what are the remaining terms? Here s power minus 1 and here s power minus 2. This is equal to 200 divided by 1. S power minus 1 and this minus 2 goes to numerator. When it goes, it becomes plus 2. Already s is there, so commonly I have written. Okay, so 200 by 1, 200 s power, here minus 1 plus 2. When we subtract, we get s power 1, that is equal to 200 second. So what is the value of time? 200 second. Is there any option 200 second? Yes, option 2. So for 16th sum, what is the correct answer? Option 2. So like this you have to calculate. Okay. Now see the 17th sum. A bus is traveling with a velocity. Is traveling. Already it is traveling. So here 20 represents initial velocity and uniform acceleration. It gains a velocity of 60 meter per second after travels. So here 60 represents final velocity and distance is given, time taken. The same method. Try to find. Now see the 23rd sum. A body starting from rest. From rest. So its initial velocity is 0. We have to consider the initial velocity as 0. Sometimes they may give like this. A body starting from rest. So at that time you should not think, initial velocity is not given. No. Here initial velocity is 0. Sometimes they may give like this. A body moves with a velocity of 10 meter per second. After some time, it comes to rest. Their final velocity is 0. Understood? So try to solve all the sums. Thank you.